this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's fired. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they could have stopped that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this...
Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Clinton. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Out of the gun, the inside give. That's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Powers through the defender. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's fired. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He might want another play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On fourth down, going to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. This time on target. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Hokies will have it first and 10. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Steps away to find some room. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Hokies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Trojans have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Great place to start for this offense. Might be changing the route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Now the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Clinton. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fox. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Quarterback keeps it. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
35, Virginia Tech, 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's fired. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's got it inside the 35.
And listen, when you've got a receiver like this, who's so good off the line of scrimmage, you can run a fade route at any point of the field. It's not just down in the red zone. If he's press man, let him use his quickness, stab inside, get back to the boundary, and make a play.
Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going to try to... Turning it on! Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They want to throw it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber. It's a fumble. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Got the quick pass. Bulldozes his way through. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up.
Nah, bro, I knew.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Clinton. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
USC 35, Virginia Tech 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
The #1 key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Got a little space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Defense in press coverage. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Right on the money. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And they'll spread receivers all over the field. 5 wide on second and goal. Using his feet. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Floating away. Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it down the right side. Off and running. He's at the touchdown, Virginia Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Back to pass on second down. Going to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. Breaks into the open. He's got the side.
He's him.
Going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Makes the grab on the left, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brewer. Touchdown, Trojan!
That tight end's nasty.
The pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for his man in the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the defense.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Finds his tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient, find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Hokies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is it. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
They'll go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete in the middle.
What the fuck was that?
They get it all the way to the 45-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10?
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now, making a big play.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Touchdown USC. And the route is
I got you, bro.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still...
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. Points, and more points.
Bro, it's always him. I don't know why it's him, but that tight end, it literally always happens with him.
Touchdowns, and you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's fired. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to swing it on second down. Now adjusting. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better.
Yes, sir. Good game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.